Why is Jesus saying, do not cast your pearls before swine? He's telling you that you also have the same capacity, same ability to produce value, pearls, as a result of your reaction to situations. Problems must not leave you miserable. They have to leave you more valuable. You say, I'm here today because I suffered a lot. I'm a product of problems. I overcame all of them. Why? Because I knew how to release what was needed against a situation. Keep on quoting it. 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 You keep on quoting it every day because you can't get it out of your life. It's a DNA that you got already. It's in you. You're programmed to fail. It's in you. But what do? Your reaction to that DNA, you keep quoting it. That's why we keep preaching. We keep talking. It's not every problem that you have that is going to disappear. No. Most of those problems will be turned into pearls. I'm not encouraging you to create problems for yourself. Also, when you look into that industry, those that are manually put into oysters, they are not that expensive. Natural ones are expensive. They are more expensive. Okay? I'm just saying, let them naturally bring problems to you. You open me up now, the number of pearls that you'll find in me will amaze you. You will wonder, so if there are pearls everywhere, where is the heart? Why? Because I knew the end result of the experiences that I was going through in my life. Yes, there was a time I would cry, like you're crying today. Until God gave me a revelation of what will eventually become of this tribulation, that it will soon become patience and experience. You suffered too early. You got rejected, some of you got raped. And you're trying to recover from that. What are you going to do to that? Neka. Naka. Neka. Naka. Let me close, please. Be seated. Be seated. Let me close. Let me close. Let me close. Do you know some of you, I almost told you something. When I got close to you, you were smelling so good. I'm talking to Prophet Ara here. I said, you're smelling so good. What's that? And he said to me, it's this kind of, I said, I would want to know the name. And he said, it's Tom Ford. It's a perfume. Now, they have a special one. Again, that one, I think it's almost to over $80-90 billion business now. Now, they have a special perfume. I think it costs around $700, something like that. That comes from a very special tree. Sit down. Sit down. It's an oud wood, A-U-D, or agar wood. A-G-A-R, wood, agar wood. It's a name that it got at a later stage. It was not an agar wood. It was an aqualia wood tree. Aqualaria tree. It becomes an agar wood after something. Do you know they can get oil from that tree? Can you imagine if the oil is in its purest form and it's well concentrated, it can cost up to $100,000 a liter. You don't find that oil in the tree until the tree gets sick. They use that to make perfumes. What is smelling on you today is a problem. Now, it was, hear me, it was the tree's reaction to an infection. An aqualaria tree is an average tree. It's a normal tree, no value whatsoever. But for that tree to become old, agar wood, it has to be infected. So if an animal comes and it scratches the tree, that's the beginning of the agar wood. There must be a scratch on the body of that tree. Unless there is a scratch, there is no increase in value. There must be an affliction. And as the body tries to recover, as the tree tries to recover from an infection by either ants or other creatures, as it responds and reacts, it releases a resin. There is a resin, a special chemical that it releases in trying to deal with a situation. It is that resin that smells so good. A human life, your reaction to problems will give you an aroma. It's now. So what they do now, because this has now become an endangered species, they are now difficult to find. They used to find them in Vietnam over there, but now it's difficult to find that kind of a tree, because some of you are thinking of starting that business now. I know. Coming across that tree, do you know, they say you can walk in the forest and they say you can spend a week. You are walking amongst these aqualaria trees and you won't find an agar wood. It's difficult to find one. Why? Because it takes years after the tree has been infected for the tree to react, to release that resin. So what they are looking for is not an average tree. They are looking for a tree that has had challenges and problems. And that tree has more value in the forest. Now, when they find the tree, they put it here and they cut it open. Do you know, at every point, you can actually see, if you're going to Google the tree, you can see it has got some dots, some bumps on the tree. You can actually number the afflictions of the tree. It's the only place that smells good is a place of affliction. So again, it's an industry. And what do? They plant these trees and they go physically and inject infections. They make them sick. We're talking of people inoculating trees, injecting problems into trees, so that the tree can become an aroma. The most expensive agar wood that you will find in the forest is the most infected one, the one that has had multiple problems. It's the most expensive. $100,000 a liter, the most concentrated, and they take just a drop and they put it in one bottle and they sell it to you for $700. But only a tree that has suffered multiple problems can produce that smell. You still don't want to suffer, right? Okay. We're talking of this affliction ingredient. I can go on and on and on and on until we all agree that there is something to this affliction. There is something hidden in persecution that we are yet to understand as God's children. This is why Joseph was able to look at his brothers right in the face and say, it was not you that brought me here. I needed a brother like you to work against my destiny. It was a jealousy that brought me here. Don't worry, whoever, if he's going to take your boyfriend, let her take your boyfriend. Whilst you are waiting for the men to come, the question is, what are you currently doing? My sister, all you need to do right now is to work on releasing your resin. The production of the nacre. Increase your value before the man arrives. Concentrate on your personal value addition. The more problems that you face in life, I can guarantee you, 7 years from now, all over this world, they'll be looking for you. Why? You have had more problems than your sister and your brother. Why am I the one suffering? Yet I'm the one that is born again. I'm the one that goes to church. Why you? This is a plantation. God is running a project. Some of these things are needed so that your life improves. Just look at your life. You can look at your life like you are reading a book. You have been from one problem to another. When you think this one is over, another one starts. And when that one comes to an end, another one starts. Sometimes they even overlap. Why? So that when you are put in the market, your price, your value. Are you following this? Are you following this? Are you following this? Now, so you are not going to think of anything else to do. God, give me a very fresh idea. No. You know how to deal with what you have already received. The value is inside of you now. This is how I'm going to react. This is how I'm going to respond to life. I'm finishing off by saying this. Do you know when the man who was rich, who had money, when he saw that it was time for him to invest, he invited servants and he was ready to give them talents. So he's not looking for something. He didn't go to the bank. An investor, a serious investor, will always invest in people. But what he did was to identify not only servants that are servants, no, but servants that had several abilities. Servants that had resin. Servants that had pearls. And he invited them. I'm closing now. Follow this. Follow this. He said, I'm giving you talents, But the talent that I'm giving to you, I'm not giving a talent to you per se. I'm giving a talent to an ability that you have since been working on. So, when we get to this point, some of you here are wondering, so who is going to be ready to invest in me? No. Investors are ready to invest in those that are investing in themselves. You had time. Listen to me, you aqualaria tree. Listen to me, you oyster. You had time before the investor comes to the fore. You had time to work on your personality, on yourself. Work on your pearls. Jesus is saying, don't cast your pearls before your personal pearls. So the investor comes and he says, I'm going to give you talents, but I'm going to give you talents according to your several. The number of pearls that you have is the amount of money. You will be rich proportionate to your affliction. I will pay you according to your several abilities. And he gave the money and he said, I'm going. So what was in them? The ability, the potential. That's how you add value to yourself. Add another skill on top of that skill. Hello? Yes. A skill on top of another skill. By so doing, it's an ability, and once you have that ability, we know it again to be a potential. It's a capacity. One of these days, you will notice every man who has made money, they are looking for places to invest. Don't leave this place with this mentality, oh no, I'm not going to. No. People with money, they made money because they wanted to invest so that they make more money. So if you say, I'm looking for an investor and he's not ready to give me money. No, the investor is not just looking at you. The investor is looking into you. If he finds several abilities, he's ready to invest and give money to an ability. They are ready to give money to sow into an ability. So work on an ability, work on skill, improve your hands, work like a spider. Why should you think selling onions is not a serious business? Are there no onions in TM? Are you not buying tomatoes from Spa? Same business at a larger scale. They are all getting those tomatoes from Mbarimsika there. Find something that you can sell. It's not only about how much you are making. Take an account also of the resin. You are becoming an experienced businessman selling so little things. But you are getting accustomed to the marketplace. It will be registered that you have been doing business for years. You haven't made much in terms of money, but in terms of pearls, experience.